The future is bright indeed. We're all of us dreaming of the better days ahead, and a part of your bright new future could be a move to where the magic lives in the greater Orlando area of Florida. One of the biggest decisions you'll make when considering a move is selecting a realtor who can successfully match you with the right home in the right location at the right price. Victor Naraki is the realtor who can help you make the move you've always wanted to. Whether you're a first-time homeowner or looking to move near Disney World, Victor is in your corner. If you are looking for an experienced real estate agent covering all of Central Florida, please visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today and find out just why you should work with Victor. I encourage you to create a free, no-obligation account on his website. By doing so, you'll unlock the website's full potential and be able to enter specific criteria, save listings, and browse new properties sent to your email. Visit DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com today or visit his Facebook page, Victor Naraki Realtor. And don't forget to tell him the Grand Circle Tour podcast sent you.
Nestled along the Sassagoula River, there's a tranquil place where Southern hospitality meets up with the revelry of Mardi Gras. These are Disney's Port Orleans resorts, Riverside and French Quarter. Located in the downtown Disney Resort area, Disney's Port Orleans resorts are two of several moderately priced hotels set in the very heart of Walt Disney World Resort in Florida.
Really, from the moment you arrive, there's this immersive experience of really the whimsy of New Orleans meeting that Disney magic.
Like this. Want to check out the downtown Disney area? You're just a water taxi ride away. You'll see all the sights of Port Orleans Riverside or French Quarter and really have the experience of the gentle Old South. On the resort's French Quarter side, you're welcomed by wrought iron balconies and magnolia-lined carriage paths. Even Doubloon Lagoon pays tribute to the music of Nolans, with a sea serpent slide appropriately named Scales. Down the river, the resort takes on a different personality. Disney's Port Orleans Resort Riverside brings you back to the charm of stately mansions and the legends of the Louisiana Bayou. In fact, the story of the resort is so convincingly told, you can taste it. Sit down to a plate of the famous jambalaya at Boatwright's Dining Hall. Here's Old Man Island. It has a swimming pool and slide fashioned from an abandoned sawmill, and a quiet little spot for cane pole fishing. Nowhere else in Walt Disney World can you drop a line like this. The many stories of New Orleans make their way into every room at Disney's Port Orleans resorts, including the Riverside's exclusive Royal Rooms.
One of our most famous residents of Port Orleans is, of course, Princess Tiana, and she's invited guests of all ages to come and stay in our Royal Rooms. When you walk in, you'll see the royal fabrics and the rich details of the Disney story come to life. And when you go to sleep at night, you can actually see the fireworks that Tiana's left behind to give you a magical ending to your night.
So there you have it. Whether you're looking for a romantic riverside retreat or a New Orleans celebration, your family will find it at Disney's Port Orleans resorts, Riverside and French Quarter.
Aloha, passengers. Welcome back to the Grand Circle Tour. Jungle Skipper Jay here with you, and I am with my one most favoritist co-host of all, Food Fairy Kris. How are you?
I'm good, and I told you that favoritist word is a new thing now. So.
I think that and the hashtag Waltiness, we need to get those
yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm good. I'm still reeling from the trip that I just came back from.
Your whirlwind, like 1920s Agatha Christie trek to Egypt and back?
Yeah, I mean, we were literally gone from our house from September 30th to October 21st.
That's a long time to be gone from home.
And you know, we have a new house, right?
Yeah.
So after it was closed up, we didn't have anybody come in. We don't have pets to take care of or anything like that. And we walked in and I went, oh, it smells brand new in here. Because you could smell like all the new wood and
Yep.
everything. It was crazy. So when you get your house, if you get a newer house,
Well, I
that's
was
what
just
it's
about
gonna
to
be.
say, because I'm using Victor Rocky at DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com,
Yes.
and he's sending me all these listings, and I'm like, new house, new smell, new everything.
Mhm.
Thank you, Victor Rocky at DisneyAtYourDoorstep.com for all the excellent listings.
Absolutely. He's awesome.
Yes.
Yes. So what are we talking about?
Well, you just got back from the French Quarter. We've decided to switch from the Polynesian to French Quarter. Not really because I wanted to, but because I have some tentative dates in the cart based around when I think we're going to move, because we're going to try to get to Disney a few days and stay and play before our stuff, and then check out the day our stuff gets there. And all the dates I had booked for the Poly have just disappeared like breath on a mirror.
Yeah, it happens.
So we looked at French Quarter, and we really, really thought, okay, this looks perfect. It's smaller. It's kind of centrally located because we're going to Uber around. You know me. And I saw the one tiny little bus stop. I went, nope,
Yep.
we're gonna Uber. So I thought you could help me out, and we could do like French Quarter for Dummies. Which is me.
It's okay. It's okay.
And also, I noticed that when I switched hotels in my cart, my total, and this is for 4 nights at a Disney resort with 2 2-day tickets, non-park hoppers, it went down from $3,500 to $1,300.
Yes. Big difference.
Yeah.
Big difference. And
that's
when
a lot of money I can use at the Grotto.
It's a lot of money you can use on your new house too.
Exactly.
So you're gonna have a grotto at your house?
I really want one of those sunrooms out back, because I've always wanted my own at-home tiki bar. So whether we get a pool or not, my plan is that we're gonna have a tiki bar.
Well, you can still have a covered lanai, and not have a pool. That's
when we get there, the first night we're gonna go to Grotto, so I get the Nautilus. It's the first thing I'm getting in Florida as a resident for my tiki bar.
Oh my God, that's too funny.
When do you guys come to my house? It's gonna be skipperific.
Yeah, so I think you need to do like a version of your own grotto on your lanai.
I'm gonna have my own tiki bar at home that I've always wanted.
There you go. All right, so throw some questions at me. What do you got?
So, smaller hotel. It looks easier to get around. What is? Tell me why this is a good decision.
Okay, this is a good decision because it is a smaller resort. The quaintness of this place is, to me, second to none.
I like that because we'll have just done a lot of traveling. Just this whole house experience, I want quiet. Except for the part time, I want quiet.
Right. You
relaxation.
don't feel overwhelmed there. It's just the whole place is just, it's my favorite moderate. I have said that numerous times. I have been staying there since 1994.
Wow.
I want to say when we stayed there just last month, that was my 8th time staying there.
Wow.
So I know this place pretty well.
So I can call you. I can call you when I'm there to be like, Kris, tell me what to do.
Yeah. So I want to go over some of my tips for staying there, as far as where to stay.
Yes.
Okay. So the first one is.
Well, really quick, not to interrupt you,
Yeah.
but it was only a $7 difference to switch it up from a parking lot view to a garden view. So I spent that extra $7 a night to get a better view.
Absolutely. So that's kind of where my first tip is. When you have your travel agent or you do it yourself, and you can contact the agents at Disney, you can request a specific building based on your interests. Although it's not guaranteed, they will do as much as possible to accommodate your request.
Mm-hmm.
So the buildings will be classified, the views will be classified as standard, which is looking at a parking lot, basically.
Yeah, which, you know, I have been on the road a lot, and the last thing I want to see is parking lot.
You don't want to look at cars. A pool view, courtyard, or water view. So the courtyard views are...
Pool sounds too noisy, just
pool,
on the word pool.
It is a little bit on the noisier side, although it's not ridiculously loud. And I have stayed there at different times of the year. I have been there at different times of the day, and it was never like screaming kids, because it just seems like there isn't as many kids that stay at this resort. It's more, to me, what I have experienced over all these years. I mean, 1994, yes, when I stayed there, I had my 2 kids. But other times I have stayed alone, or it's Paul and I that have stayed there. That is one of the reasons why I like it so much. I love kids. I have 5 grandkids. I just don't want to be around them 24 hours a day.
I'm going to be 100% honest, and passengers, please don't get mad at me. I'm one of those Disney fans. I don't need Mickey Mouse in my face every second of my trip. Right. I like that the theme is New Orleans and not character.
Right. So the buildings that they have, there's 7 buildings. They're numbered 1 through 7. And the furthest away is from the lobby and the dining area is building 7. The different views that you can get in the different buildings are going to be priced different.
Yeah.
With a water view being the highest priced, but it's still not ridiculous.
Dude, again, I'm saving over $2,000 by changing this to hotels. I thought about the water view, but I'm a scaredy cat. I'm going to be looking for gator eyes the whole time.
No. Okay. So if you don't spend a lot of time in your room, a parking lot view is fine. If you're not, if you really want to save some money, and you don't really care what you see, then that's great.
Well, our itinerary is we're gonna check in. We'll go to the Poly the first night. We've got 4 nights at the hotel and 2 days to play in the parks. But because I'll be a resident now, we'll go in the morning. We'll come back to the hotel and hang out for the afternoon, and then go back at night.
Yep.
And then come back.
Yep. So if views and activities are more important to you, then choose a room with other views besides standard. Now, buildings 2 and 5 are the pool view rooms on one side and courtyard views on the other. And then each of those buildings has a water view section. It's the one that's, furthest back and running along the river. Building 4 has basically all courtyard views on all sides. Building 3 has standard views on most sides and courtyard views based on the side that you pick. Building 6 has courtyard views and water views. Building 7 has some standard views, courtyard views, and water views. So it's a little bit more variety. But my particular favorite is Building 1 along the water. I had the best time staying on one of my trips while I was by myself, staying in that building on the 3rd floor. Because when I'm traveling, I'm a single female traveling, so I like to be up a little bit higher. Yes. I don't know. I mean, I don't ever worry about anything at Disney, but it's peace of mind.
You know what? I worked hotels for a long time, and it's just one of those things. We always like to put these on the 2nd floor and above, just for safety reasons.
Yeah. So you can, if you are planning on spending a little bit of time in your room besides sleeping, if you really want to take in that water view, you take your chair outside of your room, one of the chairs or both of 2 chairs if there's 2 of you, and have your coffee in the morning and watch the boats going back and forth.
Because I'm looking at the price difference right now. If I bump it up to Waterview, it's only $15 more.
Yeah.
You think I'll have a way better time just, because we'll be tired.
Yep. Or a glass of wine in the late afternoon or early evening, and just because those boats are going back and forth.
Both for the wine.
Yes.
Both.
So you could just sit and watch the Sassagoula River, and it really is something that I like to do. So, do you want to talk about the pool?
Yeah, because I do plan on using the pool.
Okay. So
please tell me there's a hot tub.
No, there is not. At least not that I've ever used. No, I've never seen a hot tub. I could be wrong, but I've never seen one. So the pool is called the Doubloon Lagoon, and it is very festively decorated. It has an all alligator band that is in under the seashell, and the water is coming over the top of the seashell.
So I will see gators.
Yes, you will. They won't hurt you.
Okay.
But you will see them. And there's a blue serpent that is the slide, and King Neptune is riding up on top of him. The slide is 51 feet long. I'm not sure if you're a slide guy, but it's pretty fun.
I'm a giant child. You know me, Kris.
Okay. So 51 feet, it's not super long, but it's fun. And then they do have the water play area for kids. You have to be 48 inches and under to stay there. Some more activities are Movies Under the Stars. Those run Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday nights at 8. And that's located in the courtyard between buildings 5 and 6. And then they have Cajun campfire activities 7 days a week from 6 to 7 p.m. And again, it's in that same location.
Wait, do tell. You said I heard Cajun. Go, please go. Tell me.
Well, that's all I know. Cajun campfire.
I was like, is that far? Did we get free Cajun food?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
Cajun s'mores?
Maybe Cajun s'mores. That's one thing that I have never done. So let's see. The next thing you're going to want to know about is the food court.
Yeah. So we took a good look at the Sassagoula Floatworks menu last night, and we liked everything. There's a whole lot of stuff we want. I almost swore. There's a whole lot of stuff we want to try.
Your mouth is watering right now. So the Sassagoula Floatworks and Food Factory is the serve food court dining location. They also have Scat Cat's Club Lounge, and that's appetizers served from 5 to 10, specialty drinks, bourbons, and they have the boozy beignets there.
Yes.
So you can get those with 3 different types of liqueurs. Keep in mind, they are alcoholic.
I looked at the price. It's 2 for $10, but that's it's pretty good for Disney prices.
Well, I mean, when you're alcohol. Getting a couple shots of liquor inside them. You've got Bailey's Irish Cream, Kahlua, or Rum Chata, which is new since I had them last.
I'll just have to get 4 so I can try them all and then pick a favorite and do that.
There you go. There's also Mardi Gras Pool Bar, which is a really nice, fun pool bar to go to.
And Scat Cats had live jazz, so if you want to come back from the park and relax, and just hang out, like we're hanging out at a jazz club after Disney.
Yeah, it's nice that they have that there, because it kind of gives an alternative to everybody flocking over to Riverside on nights for Yeehaw Bob.
And we all love Yeehaw Bob, but again, I'm gonna be looking for a little peace and quiet before. Then we had, because the day we check out is the day our stuff comes, and then it's you know how it is, a packed city. Yes.
Yeah. So besides the boozy beignets, though, they have the other kind of beignets that are savory. You could get red pepper jelly, pimento cheese, and green goddess dressing to, I guess, dip them in.
I will take one of each.
So there you go. There's a nice gift shop at the resort. It's not real big, but it's big enough for that resort. It's Jackson Square Gifts. It is smaller than the Riverside gift shop, but it still has great stuff available. And it has 2 entrances into it. It has one exterior entrance, and then it has one through the lobby.
Does it have resort specific merchandise? Can I get I want to get a Port Orleans cup for my mug for my first time there.
Yeah. I wanted to get they have the pins there, Port Orleans pins. And I wanted to get an ornament because we now with our new house, we have this gigantic 9-foot ceiling.
Yeah.
Or 10-foot, whatever they are. And so we bought a new Christmas tree. We didn't use it last year because we only moved in 4 days before Christmas. So we bought this tree after, and it's been in the bag and, put away. So now I have to fill this sucker. And I mean, I have tons of ornaments, but I know it's not going to be enough to fill this huge
Kris,
tree.
just remind me when I go. And if it's that many months away, passengers, please, one of you hear this right before I go and remind me to get Kris her ornament.
So they were sold out of the French Quarter ornaments. So I got one at Riverside and I got one at Coronado, but they didn't have any at French Quarter. They were sold out at the time I was there.
Passengers, please, somebody hear this in early January and remind me. That would really help out. I could be a hero that way.
Yeah.
Because she'll have forgotten.
Okay, now your transportation options.
I'm not gonna lie. I looked at this one tiny little bus stop and went, no.
But you know what? It's so convenient because it's right out the front door, and we never waited more than 10, 15 minutes for a bus. Honestly, it's absolutely phenomenal that
it's Kris's first ever visit to Walt Disney World, so I'm gonna hide the bus system from him on this trip. I just think it's for the best. He doesn't. We're just gonna skip the bus on this first trip for him.
So you have boat transportation back and forth to Disney Springs, and you also have boat transportation back and forth to Riverside if you want to go over there and hang out for a while. So
I would, but this is all about French Quarter, so yeah.
But it's only a 15-minute ride to Disney Springs.
How cool is that? You don't have to worry about parking. It's
Nope.
And how often does the boat go back and forth?
Like every 15, 20 minutes.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. I never have to wait. And if I do, there's like some reason. I mean, like very obscure.
We'll come back from one of the parks. Hang out at the hotel for a little bit, go to Springs, go back, get freshened up, go back to the parks. It's going to be a great time.
Yeah. And then, of course, you have, you can get Ubers and Lyfts, and they got the Disney minivans that you can get now.
For what, like $25-$30 now?
Yeah. Well, it's cheaper to take a regular.
But they have cartoons in the vans now.
And just in case you want to do laundry.
Actually, yeah.
They do have a 24-hour laundry available that is over by the Doubloon Lagoon pool.
So we're living out of suitcases for about a good 10 days. So
yeah, you might want to think about that. But it's a pretty good size laundry area.
How much is it, do you know?
I don't.
Okay.
That I don't know.
So I can just Amazon myself whatever detergent I like with my bottles of water to be waiting for me.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. So let's see. There is an arcade there if you guys are into video game kind of stuff and regular old-fashioned pinball things. They have that.
Don't judge me.
I was in there. Are you kidding me?
I looked at the arcade and went, oh, I'm so going to play Dance Dance Revolution. I don't care who sees it.
Hey.
As long as they don't film it.
So you got any other questions for me?
No, I just wanted to chat with you because I would initially was bummed about the Poly, but I'm looking at French Quarter going, I'm really happy with this choice. And
you're not going to regret it.
Good. I wanted to talk to my friend who knows more about it than me.
Yeah, you're not going to regret it. So just kind of
because we want to take it easy. I mean, we just want to.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of driving. We're going to go to Texas first, see his parents, and then drive from Texas to Florida. And we just want a couple, like 4 nights, 3 days of just playtime, relax, and then get to the work of moving to a new city.
Yeah. So just kind of to recover a few points.
Yeah.
Port Orleans French Quarter is my favorite moderate resort, and it has been for years. It's the small size, the quaint atmosphere, the fabulous pool, the walk from the lobby to the pool, where you have greeted by alligator musicians standing in the middle of the street.
I got my frying pan.
To Saskatchewan River.
Just like Rapunzel, I have that frying pan ready. But pow! You saw that video where the...
But seriously, for anybody who has stayed there that's listening to this, what is not to love about this resort? And I encourage, besides Jay, I encourage anybody who's even minuscule amounts of interest shown towards this resort, do yourself a favor and try it at least once. And I think you're going to fall in love with it.
When we post this video to our Magic Ticket Holders page and on Instagram, passengers, would you please comment and tell us about French Quarter, what you like, what you don't like. Give me some advice. This is my first visit there.
Throw anything
and it's Kris's
that you think
first,
is important.
This will be Kris's first ever visit to Disney World. So any tips or tricks to help make it even more special at the French Quarter, I would greatly appreciate it.
Yep. I think that sounds like a plan. And if you're listening on YouTube, like and subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you find out about all of our downloads.
Tickle the bell, as I like to say.
Yes.
And
Smash that bell.
Smash that bell. And if you're listening on the podcast, give us only the 5-star button works. So
that's the only
one.
The
other 4 don't work. It's only the 5-star. And leave us a review. We really appreciate it. We love you, passengers. Kris, thanks so much for
you're welcome.
Doing this.
You are so welcome, and I just can't wait to find out what you think about it.
I will be live streaming to our social media and sharing pics and the whole kit and caboodle when I get there.
Okay.
With that, Jen, take it away.
The Grand Circle Tour podcast is brought to you by Expedition Roasters. When you visit expeditionroasters.com, use the promo code Grand Circle Tour Podcast. That's all one word, and you'll receive 10% off of your order. If you would like to keep the adventure going after the show, be sure to like our Facebook friends page, Grand Circle Tour Magical Ticket Holders. While you're on Facebook, like our group page, Grand Circle Tours. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, Grand Circle Tour Podcast, as well as Instagram, GCT Podcast, and our YouTube channel, Grand Circle Tour, and on TikTok at Grand Circle Tour Podcast. That's all one word. If you would like to email us, drop us a line at gctpodcast@gmail.com. T-shirts and other fun merchandise can be found at tpublic.com. Simply search Grand Circle Tour Podcast. If you enjoyed your adventure, leave us a review on Apple Podcast. Only one rule, make it good. All logos, sounds, songs, and music that are made by and for Disney and its affiliates are owned in full by the Disney Corporation and are not, nor are they intended to be owned in any way by the Grand Circle Tour Podcast. Thank you for riding with us, and welcome home.
Please exit to your left by stepping away from the cars with your left foot first. Step out and stand on the moving platform, please.
Please exit by stepping away from the cars with your left foot first. Step out and stand on the moving platform, please.